All right. Hey, everyone. This is Charles Coleman, the team leader of Keller Williams Avenues Realty. And today I have
Estrella Valdez, another agent at KW.
awesome and Estrella. So super excited to have you on the call with me today. And my first question is, when did you become a licensed real estate agent?
I became a licensed real estate agent last year in November.
Awesome. And what did you do prior to getting your real estate license?
Before that, I was working part time, working with children with autism at an in home care system.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a completely different career path, 100%, except for the taking care of people piece, right? Like that seems
Right,
to be the,
completely
the, the
different.
theme. Awesome. Well, when you decided to change careers, what made you choose to associate yourself with Keller Williams?
I think it was really when I was in school learning real estate, the time the recruiters took to help me passed my test because it
Yeah.
was a very difficult test, and KW had came to my school and really um, made it a notion that they were going to be there, and um, one specifically person, you, had helped me get to that end date
Yeah.
where I really pushed it through and really dove down into what I really
Yeah.
needed to learn and get that, and I think that's really why I chose KW.
Awesome. That's exciting. I think that when we go into those real estate schools and we're always looking for the next emerging talent, right? And with that being said, you just had your first closing. Congratulations.
Thank you, it was great. Great
Yes,
closing.
and yeah, and if you don't mind me asking, where did you find this first client of yours?
Yeah, so my first client was my father.
Hmm.
So he had knew that I was coming into the game
Yeah.
prior and was waiting on me to get that license. And so after that, we had went through the process and got everything formalized.
Awesome. And through that transaction, and I know that the family can sometimes be a little bit tougher to work with. What was the
Definitely.
biggest obstacle that you faced during this transaction?
I think the biggest obstacle was, having that professional relationship as well as that family connection. Like
Yeah.
I want to be as professional as I can be and tell you um, what's going on up front and be as transparent as I can be, but still have that professional boundary in
Yeah.
place, I
No,
would say.
absolutely. When we're starting to, especially with newer agents and being able to come from that real estate economist of choice, right? Is yes, I am your family and we have a relationship outside of real estate. How to balance those two pieces, which definitely can be an obstacle sometimes. Well,
Definitely.
what would you say was your biggest win during this transaction?
I think my biggest win was definitely making connections with the lender
Mhm.
and making connections with my coach. Definitely learning step by step the process of doing the contracts and if any bumps in the road with inspection or appraisal, things like
Mhm.
that. Um, it felt foolproof because I had people and a whole team behind me supporting me every step of the way, making sure that I knew the present day information of what was going on in the market and how I could move forward with my client.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, kind of along those lines, what support did you receive from the brokerage during this transaction?
I received a lot of support actually between people just in the office or other realtors with some advice that have had skin in the game that know a little bit more than I did coming as a newer agent, and also my coach just being there every step of the way. It didn't really matter what time it was, she was always there. I'm sure she wasn't too happy when it would get those late nights, but super grateful for her and just everything that she's taught me is um, really brought a new world to my horizon. So
Yeah, well, that's awesome, right? When I started thinking about this being it truly is a team effort. And with us being independent contractors, there are never two transactions that are ever the same. And going through with having the support team, whether you're a new agent, you've done a couple deals, or you're one of the mega or icon agents, and having people that you're able to kind of lean on sometimes is huge. So I'm glad that you were able to experience that in your first transaction. And I'm sure Margaret, your coach that you're referring to, I'm sure she was okay getting those phone calls, right? They obviously were beneficial, so that's awesome. Um, Now, my favorite part of having these conversations is what advice would you have for someone that is either just starting out or maybe struggling to launch their real estate career?
I would definitely say trust the process. Learn as much as you can. There's great resources that Margaret and KW puts out, like Megan Aller, the DMAR stats that you can look up weekly. Land title is an also great resource of
Mm-hmm.
just snippets of information that you would love to get your your information out to
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, I think
Definitely
that's
say that.
huge. Yeah, I mean, especially with what we're seeing right now, this is a shifting market, and with the shifting market, becoming the real estate economist a choice for our tribes, our people, our clients is more so important than ever. And I think that as we've seen this shift happen, we have seen people before get into this business and the market did a lot of the heavy lifting and now is more important than ever. So I love that you're like, you know what, go partner with the industry and go see what's going on in the title world and with your lenders and get the statistics so that you're better prepared to help your clients win.
Right. I think that because we are the experts of the market. We need to
Yeah.
know that because when people come to us for that information, we want to be on our A game. We want to make
Yeah.
sure that we are the best in the business. And that's how
Yes.
we get the business. That's how we get the motion.
Absolutely. Well, Estrella, I super appreciate you jumping on with us. Congratulations again on your
Thanks so
first
much.
closing. I'm super
Yay.
excited to see where the rest of your career goes as we
Thank
progress
you.
through
Thank you.
2022.
Yes. Thank you so much, Charles.
Thank you.